Suppose you were to transmigrate into the world of Lord of the Mysteries, what Beyonder pathway should you choose? If you are a bookworm who loves to read, then the choice is easy. Pick the reader pathway. Hello everyone, my name is 002, and today let's become scholars. From translator, the English vocabulary is too narrow. A lot of Chinese words with similar but different meanings translate to the same thing. The reader pathway is also known as the White Tower pathway. Before choosing this pathway, remember you are omnipotent because you are omnipresent. When you become a Sequence 9 reader, you only have to do one thing: learn. Because this sequence doesn't have many attacking abilities, other than some ritualistic magic, you will only gain a stronger memory and better comprehension. But don't worry, the weaker you start, the higher your limit. When you successfully advance to Sequence 8 student of ratiocination, your logical thinking and observation abilities will both be greatly enhanced, and you will become an expert at ritualistic magic. Even though you still can't do much in a fight, you can still support your teammates because we are scholars. When it comes to fighting, participation is what's important. White Tower Pathway Sequence 7. Knowledge Keeper, also known as Detective. When you reach this sequence, your combat abilities will be a lot stronger than before. Not only will you become a master of deduction with vast amounts of knowledge, you will also become skilled at using many weapons. But even though your combat abilities have increased, and you are now a master at ritualistic magic, you are still a weakling when it comes to physical combat against other Sequence 7s. So I suggest you work with a team and be the brains of the operation. When you advance to Sequence 6 Polymath, then congrats, your abilities will be exponentially enhanced. You will be able to analyze others beyond their ability, then mimic them. Simply if you see an ability enough times, then it becomes yours to use. When you become a Sequence 5 Mysticism Magister, at this sequence, not only will you gain many rare and unique spells, you can also create spells of your own by combining the Beyonder abilities you have collected. So if you know your opponent's pathway, sequence, and fighting style, you can create spells that specifically counters them. At this point, first omnipresent, then omnipotent will truly begin to show. When you become a Sequence 4 Prophet, your abilities will begin to become abstract. You will begin to learn high-level mystical information about fate and gain the ability to make prophecies using them. But these prophecies are less on the magical side and more of using the large amounts of information you know to make predictions, like a supercomputer. Before fighting your opponent, you will have already predicted what their every move and reaction will be. This is what knowledge is, power truly means. If you are lucky enough to advance to Sequence 3 Cognizer, you will have insight into the laws of the world and control many secrets. No one will have secrets in front of you. You will know all their strengths and weaknesses, even if it was your first time meeting, and with your vast knowledge, you will always know the easiest way to solve an issue. From translator. The direct translation for this sequence's Chinese name means insight into, and I feel a better translation would be discerner instead of whatever cognizer is. But it is best to stop here. As for Sequence 2, Wisdom Angel, Sequence 1, Omniscient Eye, or even the Sequence 0, True God White Tower, aren't even things you should worry about. From translator, honestly one of the strongest pathways if you are smart.